soldier in the ranks. We've lost him to the female trickery of feminism, but it's okay. We're gonna keep on pushing.
What's my mouth? It's your boy Laughs. I'm looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. Putting it in your face.
Oh, that was crazy. That's not where I thought he was going.
Whoa. I ain't got no problem with dark-skinned girls. I bang them all the time. Wait, hold on.
How have you done it, Joe?
What's good? Back again like we never left. It is, of course, your boy, Monterey Hudson, head of Make It Make Sense, the podcast. And I am not alone. As you can see, we are joined by a colorful crew. The trio themselves is back. First and foremost, we have the leader of Music Incorporated, a.k.a. what it sounds like. It is the Hollywood Sensei. Come at you from the location.
I don't know what's going on with my camera, but, it's your boy, Hollywood Sensei of the Blur Card, Teasy. We in the building, fresh off of that Keep It 99 Power review, but we here, make it make sense. Let's get it.
You already know. Then, of course, we have the trio, beginning with Zell May's Lil Wayne GOAT status.
Lil Wayne is the GOAT. It's your boy Laughs. I'm looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. As Hollywood just said, we just did the power review up there on Keep It 99. Stuff coming. We got Who Did It Better, Casual Conversation. We did a show last week, me and Afro Cummy and Ash, aka Ebony Moonbeam, in which we was asking a simple question: is it cheating or tripping? Great episode, go watch it.
And of course, under him we do have the one who is always tripping, the Afro Cummy 765.
You already know. Your local neighborhood scumbag here to get folks today with us. They're back same, give a different day, all gas, no brakes, cold heart, hot takes. You guys know the feel.
And cheating.
And cheating. And then we are joined by the last member of the trio, the one who was waiting for that Super Bowl mixtape from Wayne himself, Unico Williams.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
Wonderful. And if you're wondering why we are acting this way, talking about Super Bowl, it is because breaking news happened last Sunday with the beginning of the NFL that Kendrick Lamar will be the one to headline the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, everybody originally thought that this is going to be something that people were going to trip about in regards to the recent beef he had with Wayne, but surprisingly, the recent beef he had with Drake. Drake fans are not the ones that are tripping about this. They have been relatively quiet. It is Lil Wayne fans who have had massive backlash to this announcement because the Super Bowl happens to be in New Orleans. And because New Orleans is centrally, where Wayne is from, they have been very vocal. And it's not just fans. It's been everybody from people who's affiliated with Wayne, Master P, Nicki Minaj, which she had quite a lot to say, out of that.
Shout out to her shoe.
Once the bully decides to get on the TikTok, the Twitter, the Instagram, the everywhere, once she hits social media, it will be known. So she decided to let her feelings known, not only about the whole decision, but of course about Jay-Z, who is supposedly the head of the committee that is deciding to pick the people to be over the Super Bowl halftime show. So she had a lot to say. And then, of course, because, this is sports related, Stephen A. Smith, well-known ESPN reporter and figure, had some stuff to respond and say about it as well. And of course, she had stuff to say back to him. It was just an entire thing. But like we said, it's not only them. Then of course, over the course of this week, Wayne himself was asked about how do you feel about it. He even said, I was hurt. It broke me. Just trying to put me back together. Because he doesn't have the chance to headline a halftime show in his hometown. And then, of course, because the internet is the internet, they even went back and found an old clip of Wayne saying that he wanted to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. So it's been a lot of mess between Wayne fans, Kendrick Lamar fans, people who are fans of the football, affiliates of everybody, making their cases known that Wayne should have been chosen over Kendrick Lamar to headline the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, there's a lot of opinions about that, especially opinions about entitlement, saying that just because you're from New Orleans does not mean you're entitled to be able to be over the show in New Orleans. To fans trying to disrespect both members, disrespect Wayne's discography and the amount of time and effort that he's put into the rap game versus saying that Kendrick, is not worthy of what he's been given over the course of this year because of one viral song. It has been a lot. And so to break it down and to give an honest, respectful opinion, I have to go to my crew, beginning with the man who is the music head himself, who is tired of all y'all tripping about disrespecting these two goats. Hollywood Sensei 215. I need you to speak the piece and let these people know what it is.
Yeah, so you know, this whole situation has sparked a plethora of bad takes. You know what I mean? Bad crash outs. You got people, you know,
Crash out is crazy.
you know what I mean? You got Nicki Minaj crashing out, DJ Academics. You know what I mean? Denying a young black man that's 41 years old, but okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a young black man, but he's in his 40s. But okay. You know what I mean? My thing is all this was just in the beginning was just like a let's go ahead and attack Jay-Z type of thing. Like I mean, because he's the easy target, right? But once it was reported that hey, Jay-Z in a committee gives a list to the city of New Orleans, and then they decide, the tweets kind of died down. It wasn't nobody calling the people of New Orleans house niggers and all that other stuff. That didn't happen, but you know, it was directed towards the black man. You know what I mean? But that's another thing. I mean, my thing is this, and it has always been this from the beginning. I am a big Lil Wayne fan. He's one of my goats. He's on my Mount Rushmore for rappers. You know what I mean? He's there. Like, but we gotta remove emotion and think with logic. Be logical and don't be emotional with this whole thing, which I said since day one. If you're Jay-Z, if you're this committee who's picking this person to perform at the Super Bowl, which is the biggest sporting event of the year, you know what I mean? Super Bowl halftime show. Are you going to go with the person that's going to put on the best performance possible? Or are you going to go with somebody that's from the city? Because that's basically the precedent that everybody is saying, oh, it's in New Orleans, so you had to choose Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne had to be the obvious choice. He had to be the only choice. No, he didn't. No, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? You had people like Boosie tweeting, oh, they gave Kali, they artists and all that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they had Dre and Snoop Dogg, but they also had 50 Cent, who's from New York, Mary J. Blige, who's from New York, Eminem, who's from Detroit. You know what I mean? So it wasn't a whole LA show. You had people from New York and Detroit also headlining that Super Bowl. And plus the city of Los Angeles chose Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? They chose him. So blame New Orleans if you're gonna be mad. That's all I'm saying. Just blame New Orleans if you're gonna be mad. You know what I mean? New Orleans chose Kendrick. You know what I mean? And my guy in the comments, if you mad, you can stay mad, my guy. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna keep talking because I'm on the show. So, you know what I mean? But let me move forward before I say something I don't need to say. You know what I mean? But yeah, New Orleans chose New Orleans chose Kendrick. People still gonna be mad. They're gonna keep talking about it. They chose the better performer. You know what I mean? Lil Wayne has not recently been great at performing. You know what I mean? He hasn't been great at performing. So you got to choose the person that's going to put on the best show. I seen the video with Wayne. I understand his pain. You know what I mean, you could just feel the sadness in his voice as he's talking about it. But it's things that he's done in his life that has prevented him from, you know what I mean, getting this opportunity. The NFL chose differently, New Orleans chose differently, and we just all got to accept it. Like, I mean, Kendrick,
Hello?
Kendrick.
before, you know what I mean? They chose him before all this Drake stuff happened. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just before I end it off, I just want people to like, we gotta stop this whole trying to diminish one person to make the other person look better type of stuff. Like that stuff is corny. Like, I mean, two things can be true. Lil Wayne is one of the greatest rappers ever, and he's not a good performer. Like, it's okay to say that. It's okay. You're not disrespecting his legacy by saying, oh, he's a bad performer. Nobody said he can't rap. We know he can still rap. It's all about you performing on stage. You know what I mean? That's all. So, you know what I mean?
I got you. To chime in between, my esteemed guests on here for this. I don't really have a problem with it, but just the controversy is something that was really not expected when they made this announcement. Most people were going to assume that it would have came from the Drake ones, which people doing research even went and realized that supposedly Drake has turned down the Super Bowl halftime performance. So none of this has anything to do with Drake beef or anything like that.
But the NFL said that ain't true, so I don't know.
Even though the NFL has said this is not true, but supposedly people.
Elliot Wilson, sometimes you gotta.
Elliot Wilson, sometimes he just be saying.
People are gonna do. I'm just saying, like, I want to put everything out there so that people can make their own opinions. Because this is gonna come up anyway. So let's go ahead and get this out the way. But we go to Zell. Tell me what you're thinking about this controversy.
Listen, I want Lil Wayne to Super Bowl. I wanted Lil Wayne to do it, but hey, listen. In life, you ain't always chosen. That's life. Like, I'm just gonna give a simple answer. You not always chosen, and it's weird. And I saw him do the little Instagram thing, and I felt like it was weird because I'm like, you wasn't picked, so you're like, I'm broken. I'm putting myself back together again. I'm like, sir, you are indeed one of my favorite rappers ever. To me, the greatest of all time. But you are still a 41-year-old man. Talking about you broken because you didn't get a Super Bowl nod. You know, he did say he wanted, but it's still weird to me. It's awkward to me seeing it. Like, I'm not used to seeing like people that's worth 9 figures while other people struggle to being like, oh, I'm sad because I didn't get to perform at a Super Bowl randomly. It's just weird to me. I'm sorry. That's just strange. But Kendrick deserved it because he's had the hottest year. Wayne deserved. Wayne a legend. They pick who they pick to sit in New Orleans. However they do, we can make up whatever thing. The internet's the internet. We're gonna make up whatever story we want to make up. They like to do. We're gonna make up the Jay-Z and correlated a plan to get rid of Birdman, Nicki Minaj out of some envy because he's jealous. I'm like Jay-Z's a billionaire. Like, I don't know if y'all ever met me. They don't really get jealous. Like, it ain't much you can do to get me jealous. Oh, he won more awards. I'm like, Kendrick won more awards than Drake. Again, doesn't correlate. We successfully rich. It might be competitive. We got to beat that nigga. That's what it is. Not the Campbell. He look like he got hated. Yes,
you see how this Wayne situation is so crazy? You got people crashing out in the comments. Like,
put Wayne on stage. What are we doing?
This is so don't come in here and say that off the gate.
But we've been joined by the villain of the Blerd Cartel.
I don't get these. I don't get these type of comments on my show. So this
nigga came for the toxicity. I agree.
I saw what's an SMD was in the chat. So I gotta hop in.
Yo, look, see, and you're gonna. I hear.
Tarvin wanted to mention that shit. You can tell.
Yo,
that's why Bull got blocked.
I just be ignoring. I be ignoring the chat until y'all say something because I don't give a fuck to say. Come on, we can be so much more disrespectful about this situation.
I could have said way worse. You know what I mean?
Who got introduced to somebody as Frank? What is going on?
You know what I mean? I could have told Boy I slapped the shit out of him, but I'm gonna keep it PG because this ain't my show.
Yes, please.
You know what I mean?
Come to catch
this ain't
fuck y'all niggas.
Also, I don't
let's get back control.
I don't believe in blocking people, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think we ought to do that. Let them go.
Yeah. So we gonna
I love watching that shit, yo. Bad comments are on my bag.
By the way, for people that don't know what Angelica talking about, she's talking about when Wayne went on to say he don't see color and race and all that thing. So she's going. So that's why that's what Angelica say that white acceptance came back to bite him in there. That's what she doing.
But hold on, can I ask a question?
Yeah, I said, do you have something you want to add to it, my friend?
Didn't Then Kendrick back Colin Kaepernick. So I'm just saying. I mean,
oh wow.
You know.
Hey, now you can't go. Ain't Colin Kaepernick a coach in the NFL now?
No, coaching what?
Oh, he didn't. John Harbaugh didn't give him the job. John Harbaugh a liar.
Coaching what? NFL Blitz League? Like what the Canadian League? Arena football?
He still ain't here, bro. He still ain't here.
I thought Colin Kaepernick was behind. You know, I thought Kendrick was behind Colin Kaepernick. Now you're doing the halftime show.
Own a football league? I'm sure he could get a job as a coach.
Vince said Vince said it when he'll let Colin Kaepernick
still trying to get back in the league.
He been trying.
Last time I checked, he's still trying to play.
Yeah, they keep saying on ESPN he offered him a. Did he hire him? I don't know. I'm trying to look.
No, he needed a private tryout.
We ain't gonna go into that. That's a whole other discussion.
Oh, so he said he didn't. He said he didn't. He's not gonna be on the coaching staff this year.
That's not. We ain't gonna get into that. That's a whole nother monster. The Afro Comedy 765. What have you to say about this situation?
Yeah, when I saw the way motherfuckers were acting about this, we all know I'm not a sporty sport nigga. So I was under the impression that yo, I'm just being honest, yo. But here's my thing. I was like, oh, well, if the precedent is that fucking wherever you're at, you try your damnedest to get somebody from there, fucking, well, yeah, I understand why Lil Wayne would be a considerable choice. I was then informed by Hollywood Sensei that is, in fact, not the case. So, honestly, it's just fucking 2024, and people are looking for something to fucking cry over. I love Lil Wayne. Look, I've seen Lil Wayne 2 times in my life. Neither performance was amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. I love his music, like, more than fucking, like, bruh, Carter 2 is arguably one of the best rap albums of all time. But that does not mean that I want to fucking, could you imagine this nigga fucking forgetting the words to 6 foot, 7 foot or some shit midway through the fucking performance? And then he thinks he's going to depend on all of these white fans that are like generations removed at this point to like fill him in. You guys know the whole performer trick. And then it doesn't work. And then he looks crazy and we look at him different for fucking ever. I think we've avoided I think we've avoided a travesty with this pick. I'm going to be completely honest.
Do you think Drake sent a cease and desist so they won't call him a PDF file on a world stage?
Yo, I think that Kendrick can pull what I just said. He can do the not say it and let the crowd say it. They're gonna get that bar off. So
if he does it that way, he probably will.
Not a Roger the Goodell's internet. No way.
No, you can't control an audience of 10.
Yeah, I was
saying, if the audience deal with it, fine.
Have you seen the way people hit that certified lover boy, certified PDF file line?
I mean, like, to be fair, like, they have to know that the song that got him viral this year is going to be played at the Super Bowl. So they have to be aware of that one at the very least. So anything else, you know, they can make a debate about, but they know that song's going to be played. So they have to get something.
The only way it could go off if you play the first verse and then the hook and then cut it off.
No, I think they're gonna play. I think he plays the entire song because he has to get to the end of it when he says "OV hoes." I think he went to the end of it. I really think he'll get the whole song off.
Nobody, but at the halftime show, nobody plays the whole song.
I really think he's gonna get the whole song.
They usually do a medley format, so it's
they do a medley, but like that song is literally what got him this. Let's just be fair.
Well, yeah, but if anything, you started at the beginning and then you end it with the second verse at the end of the performance.
I really think he gets the whole song off, bro.
If you get verse 1 in the hook, and you're good.
I think that's the last song he plays, and I think he gets that song off. I think he's gonna play that song, and it'll be the very last one, and the whole song go through, and that's it. Something like that.
I think that would be amazing. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I think that would be amazing.
To that note, one more. Unico Williams.
By the way, before y'all do this, I do want to note they did say the city of New Orleans chose Kendrick. LaToya Cantrell is the mayor of New Orleans, and she's from Compton, California.
Yo, stop fueling.
Unico Williams.
It's starting to make sense now. It's starting to make sense.
Oh God, here we fucking go.
It's starting to make sense.
Unico Williams, what have you say?
Hey guys, I just want to just say a couple of facts, if you guys don't mind.
Go right ahead, son.
So in 2002, which was just a little bit after the 99 and the 2000, am I correct?
Shout out to you.
Yo, shout out to Uncle Joe in the building with the references. You love to hear them.
So you two did that New Orleans Super Bowl. Okay. If I may, can I continue to be frank, if you will?
Pause.
Yo, Anne Frank is fucking crazy.
My nigga back. Let's go.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. That nigga can't.
Let him continue.
Shit.
So 2013, it was in New Orleans. I mean, at this point, all the mixtape Wayne has gone through, and we know how great he is because that 2004 to 2010 run for Lil Wayne was amazing, right? Everybody, right? It was Beyonce. Beyonce got it. And then there's another one. And I forgot to tell you guys that U2 is from Dublin, Ireland, by the way.
Nigga, we know where U2's from. It's goddamn Bono.
Madonna performed in Indianapolis. She's from.
Shout out to Madonna for being 60 and still decently fuckable. That's crazy.
And actually, that's fair that you say that. I'm not even mad at that you said that.
I saw Drake did throw it.
Let him continue.
But Madonna's from Detroit. I mean, that's relatively close. I get it. Lady Gaga did Houston, Texas. She's from Manhattan, New York.
Shout out Lady Gaga.
So, all right, I'm looking at them like, okay, like Zelma, I mean, like Monray said that's not Hollywood. He said that it is not par for the course for the NFL to say, if it's your city, we're gonna get a person from your city to do it. That's NFL has not established that. Or else Indianapolis would have had Babyface Edmonds.
Yo, shut the fuck up.
Or a 15 to 17 minute comedy set from Mike Epps for the halftime show. But I want to throw that out there. But and then I said, you know what? Let's think about it. Okay, yeah, this is a great time because we did it with the Compton thing, and when it was in Los Angeles, we did that. That was cool. It was dope. But let's think about it. This piece here really gets me. It's that fine, Wayne, you got it. What songs can you play for Barbara and Chad that are sitting with their kids?
Thank you.
They are sitting with their kids, Samuel and Cody
and Guinevere.
Oh, don't forget about the newborn Guinevere. Don't forget about her.
Yep.
And so
Ginger baby.
So I ran the gamut. I ran it down, y'all. I ran it down, and I said the best that Wayne could come up with is probably from Rebirth, maybe.
Yeah, prom queen at the Super Bowl is crazy.
But at the same time,
the word on your head.
I can't.
Monray, do I have a rebuttal? I'm just asking. He can finish his.
You can
real quick. I'm gonna finish my soliloquy. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Fair enough. No, it's my apologies.
And if this man, they play the first song and he said, "I love her pretty underwear." I can't do that as Roger Goodell. I can't let you get that off. Now he might be able to get with okay, it's the Birdman Jr. Money Too Long, and then next song. You have 17 minutes to fill up. I can't see it. I'm sorry, but I was like, does he have enough? Okay, Miss Officer. This is probably a bad time.
Fireman though. What about Fireman? You know Fireman's gonna go.
That's what I just did. That was a verse from Fireman. He has to stop. But he has to stop at that point. He can't say I got a bitch in the back, got a hoe in the front, one cooking the crack, one rolling the blunt.
That would be fire though.
You can't do that. So I really was looking, and I'm sorry guys. He can't come on the track. Head buster. He can't even go to his Hot Boys days. So when I tried, y'all. I tried to find a track list for the Super Bowl.
What about with a big timer's accompaniment?
No.
You can't get off some Gator boots.
And while I'm here, let me get on Nicki Minaj real quick. You just mad because you can't sing Bedrock with your little family, bitch, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
My nigga back.
Amazing Spider-Cam.
Round 2 with the barbs.
You know, I'm just I'm on retainer. You know, I'm just I'm a free lawyer. I do it for
Blaze
the
Factory inbound. Is that what I'm hearing? Sounds like the
I
Blaze alarm.
just want to retort a couple of things. Amazing, first statement by Unico Williams. There's a couple of holes in his, statements, but we're here to fill the holes, Pauls. No glory hole.
Them and
All
I'm not attacking anything. I'm not attacking anything. I'm pretty sure you took some time to make that statement, and I appreciate it. But you said the 99 and the 2000s, right? Baby Wayne, you wanted Baby Wayne to get on the Super Bowl stage. I don't think that was right. Definitely not the right timing for him. Definitely not the right time. And you said the next time was 13, you said? Is that what you said?
It was 2002, and then it was 2013. Yes, sir.
2013. And they gave, hold on, 2013, they gave it.
Rikers.
2013, they gave it to who at that point?
Beyonce.
Oh, the biggest artist in the world at that point. Fair enough. Yo,
why ain't Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl? Yo,
we're not gonna give it to Wayne. We're going to Beyonce, the biggest star of the world. That makes sense. We're just saying Wayne. He felt as though he wanted this moment for his city. I feel like he's doing his time. The maturity was there.
One more fact here. In 1997, when it was in New Orleans again, it was the Blues Brothers, who are from Calumet City, Illinois, very close to Chicago.
You want 99 degrees Wayne to be on there. That's kind of
ZZ Top, Houston, Texas, and then James.
The other issue you said. The other issues you said was songs he can play, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so arguably he can play Back That Ass Up if he wanted to. Arguably, he could play Tie My Hands. That has Robin Thicke on it. So, the Guinevere's, the Sarahs, all the other stuff. And when you mention the Guinevere's and the Sarahs, the average ticket is about $9,000. I don't think we're paying for the Guinevere's and the Sarahs to fill up those seats for $9K. I don't think I'm doing that. We're not doing it. He could play.
No, but we're talking about from like the family sitting
Hold
at
on.
home.
He could play Go DJ. He could play Dr. Carter. He could play Fireman. He could play Shooter. Also, that has Robin Thicke on there. So you go 2 times with Robin Thicke. Getting back on it. Stunning Like My Daddy. That could fix their relationship. Oh, Mr. Carter, because Jay-Z put him on there, and then you put Jay-Z on. Makes sense. Lollipop. He could do that. Can he not?
No,
Lollipop might be Lollipop might be pushing.
I agree with the rest of them.
And also, while he can play, hold on, while he can play a Millie, guess what? There's all censored tracks for all these songs. So just play the censored version if he can remember it. So we get wings over that.
I don't believe
if he can remember is the caveat.
If he can remember it, that's the only caveat. That's the only
Wayne is 0 for 2 in my experience.
I don't think Kendrick got a problem.
I'm just saying. Kendrick's set is going to be about 10 minutes. I don't want to hear about no underground. I don't want to hear no Underground Railroad tracks, and I don't want to hear nothing about
Underground Railroad.
Listen, I don't want to hear no Underground Railroad tracks when I'm trying to get hyped for the Super Bowl, and I don't want to hear nothing about no reforming and.
You don't want to hear we're gonna be all right. You don't want to hear we're gonna be all right. We need that right about now. You watched that debate, didn't you?
We're fine. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the pets
in Springfield. We're gonna be all right.
Springfield, Ohio. Which isn't honestly that far away from fucking.
Okay, so I think
all I'm saying is
that's all white dude actually trying.
I don't want to hear no Underground Railroad songs. I don't want to hear no Million Man March songs.
So basically, you don't want to know that we should no Negro spirituals is what you're.
No Negro spirituals. I'm not out picking tires. I'm in Central.
We're not trying to overcome
the highest of respects to my ancestors, but I'm in Central Air, baby, getting drunk watching the Super Bowl. Like
I was gonna say I'm half colonizer, so you're preaching to the choir, bro.
You was in the house. I should have a grudge against you, but
I was definitely
you're at right now.
But think, I'd have got lynched for taking down Master's daughter, yo.
And on that note, we are
Angelica, how am I a hater? This is crazy.
Hater cam.
We are done with this subject. On that note, hello, Sunday.
We are done with this subject.
Pinky here. Shout out to Pinky.
Yeah, I'm calling her Pinky so fucking crazy.
Shout out to Pinky.
You can't let that fucking stick, bro.
Because you ain't just talking about the hair.
Did you want to add anything to this, Miss Sunkist waifu?
Shout out to that legend.
I don't get why it's a whole controversy. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't.
We're gonna leave it at that.
It's the internet. Everyth's a controversy.
It's bullshit.
Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. They're eating the pets in Springfield, Ohio.
But speaking of BS, that's gonna be wonderful. Speaking of some BS, we have to talk about other actual, not even controversies, other unfortunate things that is going on in the world. So of course, the police and possible police brutality is still a thing that's going on in the media. We had to revisit that this week for people who may not be aware. So there was a couple of stories. One, justice for Justin Robinson is something where he had body cam footage revealed of when he was fatally shot by the police in D.C. That was revealed over the course of this week when he was unconscious in his car and had an entire encounter with the police. That's one. That's the more violent one. But there was another one with an actual famous football player whose name is Tyreek Hill. And so his police body cam footage was also shown because before the very first game of the season, he was pulled over and arrested and detained on his way to the game. And the way he was treated was far more extreme than was necessary. So in case you are unaware, I'm going to show you this and you can judge for yourself was it necessary. Now, mind you, the only thing to be reminded of, to give you some context, he was pulled over simply for speeding. Naturally, he was speeding on the way there. He was pulled over for that, and he did not want to let his face be shown. That's why he has his window up a lot because, he is a relatively famous football player. So he doesn't want his face to be shown anywhere. So that's primarily why. You can watch for yourself and see what happens. I will give the floor to the body cam footage.
The newly released footage shows a Miami-Dade police officer ordered Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill to pull over just outside Hard Rock Stadium Sunday.
Hey, don't knock on my window like that, man. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Don't knock on my window. Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Knock on my window like that, though.
After handing the officer his license,
just get my ticket, bro, so I can go. I'm finna be late, gang. Do what you gotta do.
Hill then rolls his driver's side window back up while officers demand he keep it down.
Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car.
Then at least one officer swings open Hill's car door as at least two others force him to the ground.
Get out. Get out. Damn. Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew.
As he lies face down, one officer appears to have one knee on his back as he's handcuffed.
All right, bro, take me to jail, bro. Do what you gotta do.
The officers then bring Hill to the sidewalk and order him to sit. But Hill resists, citing an injured knee, prompting one of the officers to come up behind Hill, wrapping an arm around his chest while forcing him to the ground.
I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery in your ears when we go there and put your window down. Chill, bro.
Moments later, two of Hill's teammates pulled up to the scene, including Jonnu Smith.
Hey, man, they got Tyreek, the cops over here beating on him, man.
And Calais Campbell, who would eventually also be handcuffed.
Put your hands behind your back.
Both Hill and Campbell were released in time for the team's matchup against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, that was a thing.
I'm getting pissed.
And we're going to start from the bottom, work our way to top. Miss Sunki's waifu. And before, just to give y'all a little bit of the context and understanding of that. The attorneys represent first that arresting officer, the main one, was put on administrative leave after this video. But of course, his attorneys want him to be reinstated. We'll leave it at that. Miss Sunki's waifu, the floor is yours first. How may you react to this entire statement?
Like any of us, I'm not happy about it. If you've seen like the whole video, the cop, I guess, who was put on administrative leave, was being aggressive to the other boy too.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna show all of it. I can
bro, you was just aggressive towards everybody involved for no reason. It wasn't that serious. It wasn't.
Nope.
No weapons, no drugs, just a black man in a fancy car speeding. Like you said, give him the ticket and move on about your business. But no, we got to make an example of people. The fuck? Hey. I'm about to say some real ignorant shit, so you might want to move on.
Well, it might not get better. Mr. Unico Williams, the floor is yours.
Here's the deal, Banana Peel. Man, brown folk. I'm just gonna say it, man. Brown folk in America, not black people. What they say, black people, brown folk, and everybody in between. That is a minority. That is not white. They look at us like we ain't about nothing. And that boy put on that badge, and he thought that he was gonna talk crazy. You not better than me when Tyreek Hill is, in a sense, winning in life. He's better. I'm not talking about his cases and all that stuff. I'm just saying the man's making millions of dollars. That's what most people want to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, is people still trying when a brother is doing well in life for the foreseeable what we're doing, then everybody else wants to talk crazy and try and diminish what we do. Everything that black men do is just so they hate it because everybody's trying to get the approval of our Caucasian folks that's up here. I'm just saying it right now. I'm saying that that's how I feel because I've seen it in my own workplace. I've seen where it's happened to me, where a person that is of all I'm saying is that there people be trying to get approval of a certain race, and that's where I'm getting that from. So like when this dude sounds like he's probably from Cuba or something, and then like honestly, I feel like if you've been in America long enough, you don't really have an accent like that. I would say, but it was very heavy accent to let us know that he was of a different descent from English. He didn't English isn't his first language, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I think that other cultures try and seek the approval of white people, and they do extra stuff. And like, isn't this what you would do if you pulled a guy that looks like him over? So I think he was looking for some kind of approval or something to that effect. So that's where I stand with that one. I hated it.
The Afro Kami is on you.
Yo, it's this isn't new. This isn't remotely new. This isn't groundbreaking. This is the same shit on a different day. Fucking, and we can chop it all up to fucking people being people, or we can try to address the root of the racism at the matter that intrinsically comes with the establishment that's known as the police force. I mean, but at the end of the day, there's always going to be an excuse for why you should go that extra mile. It's always going to be a better safe than sorry situation until somebody dies, and then everybody will be mad about it for a little while, but we'll forget after a minute, and then the cycle continues. It is what it is.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Most definitely.
My question is, do you think that somewhere in training that they tell people that, all right, now when it comes to black people, you know how they are, so we got there's a course in that?
Do I feel like there could be some kind of high risk coding to the way certain officers interact with black people? That would be crazy to think about. But if you look at the fact that the police force, as we know it, was originally started to catch slaves, I mean, who knows?
Zelmay is on you.
But can you share my screen? Because let me do something different because we usually talk about this a lot. So I want to do something different because I know it's going to be some people like, oh, they being black and they doing the same thing again. So let's go with the law. Let's actually talk about the law. The law said, yes, an officer can open your door if they have reasonable fear or danger and articulate that they are doing so. Did this sound like the police officer had felt any danger in that video at all? Any?
Nah,
I don't recall him saying anything.
No, I don't either. However, in general, if an officer believes there's a potential threat to his safety, we all agree he didn't. Or if he wants to make an arrest or believe there may be evidence of a crime inside, he just got caught speeding. He was going to give him a ticket. He was walking away. He can order the driver to open the door and get out of the car. If he doesn't feel that way, it is a breach of the Fourth Amendment, which means he broke the law. So no matter how you argue it, the police officer broke the law. He didn't articulate that he felt danger. He didn't articulate any fear. He didn't showcase any fear. He didn't say, "Do you have a gun in there?" He said, "No potential threat." So I just want to take away any argument from anybody and just disarm the whole argument because I know what it is because everybody got a similar thought. So let's just go by the law. You broke the officer, should be fired, maybe even fined because he broke a Fourth Amendment law. He broke the law because he doesn't have that power over you to open your door or force open a door or even take you to let down your window without justifiable cause. So I want to know. So I'm gonna disarm all the arguments and let everybody say the regular things that we all know. But let me just disarm the whole week. Oh, you shouldn't talk back to the cop. That's not breaking the law. You shouldn't do this.
Not remotely, yo.
They're not breaking the law. He should have opened the door and got out. You don't have to. He didn't have any. The officer didn't feel danger. The law is right here. It's written. It's law. It's the Fourth Amendment. You don't have to do it. And everybody that's articulating every other point, I just want to break down the law side so you can be like, oh, if he would have did what he's supposed to do, well, that's not their job to make up different rules for people that they disagree with or people or have their authority. That is not in their authority to force open your door and make you let down windows after he spoke to you already and you were going away to give the ticket.
Zelmay, was his fantasy team in danger?
Oh wow.
Yo.
Let's get it. Amazing Spider Cam.
What? Man, bro, you just made that awkward. You're supposed to say something.
Oh, yeah. Angelica, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Tyreek already has lawsuit incoming. He already said, like, yeah, y'all going to see y'all in the court. He's already said that.
Yeah, he broke the law. You cannot force him to open. You cannot force the door open.
But Amazing Spider Cam, what say you?
Oh, was the fantasy team in danger? I mean, Tyreek did have 7 receptions, 130 yards, and a touchdown. So it's possibly that his fantasy team opponent was having Tyreek Hill. And he made a play in judgment to get the dub in his favor. So who knows? Just answering that question. But
little competitiveness.
Taking competitiveness and position of power to another standard. But also, Tyreek Hill touchdown celebration was him getting arrested. So, I guess. But, as Zalmay said, the second officer broke the law. However he was feeling that day, he rolled the window up on me. Nah, I ain't going for that. Excessive force, all that other jazz. So, unacceptable, but it's a day in the life we live in. So, cue up a Kendrick song for.
Yo, don't do that. But listen, I'd almost be willing to bet almost everyone here has been roughly handled by the police at some point in time in their life.
I haven't been roughly handled.
I've had my face in the fucking gravel, yo.
You're I got I'm gonna put it out there.
I got the strobe light in my face,
I've got police officer fired, but shout out to
in Indiana cops are different, yo. Them niggas
I'll put the ball in.
Listen,
as that.
Anytime I see a black man and I see police, I'm just racially inclined to be on the side of the black man, obviously. But I've had several run-ins with the police in my life where for just
they're a little extra.
I mean, yeah, they're a little extra for things that I haven't done. I've been ran up on with guns pointed at me.
I've definitely fit the description before.
For a robbery that I didn't commit,
That's a hell of a description.
I done had tasers placed on my neck for something that I haven't done. I done been laid face down in the grass in Texas for something that I didn't do. So I mean, cops just, they see a black man and they automatically they go to another place. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is another instance of that. You know what I mean?
Especially first game of the season. You recognize your star wide receiver.
Outside the stadium. I'm pretty sure his face is on the stadium.
The correct response would be, listen, you're going a little fast. I know it's the first game. Just slow down. Go Fins or whatever the fuck they say down there. It's like, nah. I want to do my job 120%.
I figured they just did cocaine.
Oh boy.
This was outside the stadium. That means his face is being drawn somewhere on the stadium because he's the number 1, number 2 player on the roster. His face is going across.
Most definitely number 1. He's the highest paid player on the team.
Yeah, listen, I've been to the stadium. They have the thing when they show the players. I'm pretty sure you just saw this man up here when you pulled him over.
I do believe if there's a soccer
maybe the cop doesn't watch football at all.
But he's outside the stadium.
Wow.
Or baseball player.
He could have. Listen. Due to his ethnicity, he could have been 10 Modelos in. We don't know. Just saying. But the way I'm just saying, or whatever they drink. What do you drink?
I don't. It's Miami, so I figured it's just cocaine.
Oh wow!
They be drinking the Bud Ice.
No hard. I mean, listen. Shout out to Rick Walsh, Port of Miami. I don't know what y'all do down there. It's a little different. You know, Philly doesn't have that. We just got niggas off the Fetty.
The trank is crazy, yo. Listen,
shout out to the tranquilizers.
They're on my radar now because y'all niggas are starting to murder each other a lot more flashy like. So
niggas are off the dog and horse trank over here.
Oh yeah, yo, they cut the horse with the tranquilizer with the dog to make it better, yo.
With the Treddy, with the Fetty.
Where we keep going.
Can I maintain my innocence?
What do you mean? They call it dog food.
Y'all niggas have a legitimate zombie land. That's just crazy. Kensington is wild looking.
They cleaned it up.
I don't believe that.
I said, this is where we continue going on there. That's the word. We will continue forward since there are other things and on a bit more of a lighthearted spirit. So, on other sports-related news, you know, they have analysts and announcers. There's analysts and announcers, you know, people that make podcasts that talk about sports on a regular basis. And there's quite a famous one. His name is Shannon Sharp.
Let's go!
And everything of that nature. So,
no,
we would be remiss if we
did not
also talk about this part that decided to happen where Unc, you know, it's an older gentleman, you know, and he was having intimate time. He had an intimate time with a nice lady. And unfortunately, he accidentally activated his Instagram.
Hold on, my right.
Huh?
Accidentally.
Yo, is it the beard play, Cam? It could be the beard play. He's trying to dodge the auntie allegation.
He accidentally activated his Instagram live while he was being intimate with said lady. Now, of course, you couldn't see anything, but you heard a good chunk of
that shit was so fucking funny.
You heard it, and you know,
you should cue it up.
Now, it's an interesting thing because, you know, he's a relatively famous ESPN analyst, and he did not get punished as a result of this. But we dial it back to about 3 years ago. Paul Pierce, who's a relatively well-known NBA basketball player, who was also an analyst on ESPN, intentionally had went live while he had some strippers in the background, just doing some stripper stuff, you know. And so a bit of a thing he came out with also, you know, Paul Pierce got fired for going live with strippers, but Shannon Sharp, you know, getting the dirty on up in there. Nothing happens. And so
you couldn't see nothing though.
And I say that's one thing. We'll let you have that. And I said it was in the point where Stephen A. Smith weighed in, defended him, said, "Hey, he's completely clueless. You know, 2 consenting adults was getting it in. What's the problem everybody would have been having with this? He did nothing wrong." So, you know, we have to ask the crew: was this fair? What happened? Was this non-intentional? Was it an accident?
Am I up first to get out the way?
You know what? I'm gonna change up the order. I'm gonna have me some fun. Amazing Spider Cam, you can go first, followed by the Miss Sunkist.
So shout out to Paul Pierce. We all remember the day when he had 2 hoes shaking ass for 320 people.
Smoking a black and mild, yo.
Yeah, first of all, you did that with 3. Just saying, you did that. You did that. It was about 300 semi people watching you drink a Modelo with a black and mild with two strippers shaking ass. Now, Unc had 5,000 people listen to him grunt and say, "This is for my Michelle." Now this is all. Now he said it was he first he said he got hacked. Second of all, he said he did it.
Oh, his team said he got hacked.
I know. I'm just saying the order correction. Then the very next day, all over my Facebook, you see Unk promoting a sex pill.
Let's go.
So it was just a press run for a sex pill. And I get it. So it was 3 birds with 1 stone. 1, to beat the gay allegations. 2,
I'm glad you're addressing it.
2, to get some money, so to get some monions for a press run. Shout out to Michelle. That sounds like woman. Shout out to Michelle.
Yo, let's go.
And now 3, not only was it a press run to beat the gay allegations, keep his job, and also sell out all of his merch.
He got to make a
so you sell out your merch, you get your subscribers up for him and Ocho, and you look at as a sex symbol again, and everybody's talking about it. What if we can't? Hold on, for the older ladies, I'm just saying, for the older aunties, Cam and Mace was talking about it, Snoop was talking about it, Godfrey was talking about it. So just listen to this group of people were talking about it. Stephen A, Godfrey, Snoop, Kai Cenat, motherfucking Ocho was picking fun at it. Stephen A was picking fun at it. So everybody's picking fun at it. It gets more subscribers, all that other stuff. You get your celebrity people coming up here talking about it. It was just a press run. There's nothing wrong with it. And he beat the allegations. So he's good to go. Shout out to Unk. Smart move. Paul Pierce, don't show the ass. If you heard him clapping ass, you would still have a job. Because shout out to FS1, they fired you twice. But, nothing wrong with that. It just didn't work. So if you hear the ass clapping, you can't get fired. But you show them Dominican girls you paid $300 for clapping ass.
Yo, so not $300 for the
Hey, shout out to Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce
the minis is crazy.
Hold on, Paul Pierce still got a show on Showtime with KG, so he's fine. There's nothing wrong.
Yo,
did you not hear? You did not hear?
Yo, but he was talking her through it. I've heard that so many fucking times. I'm like, you bitches is tripping. This is crazy.
All they want is for you to. All they want is for you to talk them through it.
He was out here just crashing bed, fucking headboards and shit, bro. Come on. He was probably in the easy chair. Let's be honest.
Anyway, Miss Sunkiss Waifu, you're up.
I have thankfully not been traumatized by it. I've seen it.
You should hear it. You should listen to it.
Across social media, all platforms. It's there. I am so thankful, especially going off of Angelica's rendition of it. I'm glad I have not been tainted by that audio. Now, do I think he was wrong for it? No, because nobody saw nothing. And then I'm gonna be real. I don't want to hear it. No way, not from him.
That shit is hilarious. What do you mean? That shit is hilarious. What the fuck do you mean?
Absolutely not.
Yo, Tora, I wish she was with here. I wish she was on no Wednesday. That would have been
yeah, because I was gonna say, because Moonbeam was so for this. She was. It might have been a slight Moonbeam.
She even said on the show. She even said, "Up, they cut through it." I said, "Damn."
Yeah, I was like, "Damn, up to ogre grip? That's crazy."
I mean, this conversation.
Yo, that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
Why she ain't here?
Yo, violating a person that isn't here.
I'm calling you out now. We need to have a chat because what am I hearing?
Oh my God.
I need this conversation to happen.
Yeah, you should go back and watch the episode. She was all about that. She was also
Angelica Wiley.
Yo, in her bag.
Comments like that are why I'm glad I haven't listened to it. Thank you.
Comment back up there. That was funny.
Afro Kami, you're up. Oh my God.
Listen, yo. I'm here for all of the tomfoolery, yo. If this was his way of defeating the homo allegations that may or may not have been there, good for him. If he then on top of that managed to get a bag from the dick pill place, good for him. But listen, yo, that shit was some of the most hilarious shit I've ever heard. And just the comments alone, yo. I scrolled through the comments from that fucking live so many times, it's not even funny. Because shout out to R-Truth for giving us just a bag full of quotables, including "That's not PG," which he's completely right, was not PG at all. He also, nigga, did sound like an ogre, sounded like Shrek defending this swamp, yo. And if we're gonna be honest, he knocked another one out of the park because they did both sound like they were tired as fuck at the end of that shit. I was like, them niggas got the workout in. They probably had to go to a sauna after that, yo.
Oh my god!
I'm just saying, fucking that shit. That is what the internet. Shit like this is what the internet. It did sound dry. I'm not gonna lie.
It was
that, yo. R-Truth even called out when he was going down on her. It was hilarious. I had to rewind and be like, yeah, it does sound like some lip smacking at that point. So I mean, what can you say? That shit was so funny. That's what the internet's for, folks. Fucking, if somebody can have what should be by all means a completely embarrassing moment on the internet, and then they can turn that around and capitalize it in their favor and make a bag. That's the fucking dream, yo. That's what we're all doing this for. You love to fucking see it.
Tori, they both got binding hips.
Yo. Moonbeam and fucking Unk's hips colliding. Crazy.
No.
They both throw one out. They both throw a hip out. No, he did it to him.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
On that note, we will go forward to Nico Williams. Nico Williams, speak.
Okay. Well, first of all, let's get off of Gundam hip talks for a second.
Please. Yo, shout out to the mech hips.
Wow.
Armored Core 7.
Disrespect.
Fuck you, Joe. Fuck you, Joe.
But
Armored Core is crazy.
I mean, dude, at the end of the day, he's banging a chick, and
he should start an OnlyFans.
I mean, he possibly could.
Get to the bag.
This is the same country Bama ass nigga that was bringing oxtails into work.
I'm sorry, Angelica, what?
Huh?
Or hip to hip is crazy. Shout out Watson. Hip to hip is diabolical. Yo, are there magnetic pieces in fake hips?
Continue, Nico Williams.
Wait, what?
Are we
still talking about Gundams? Are we still talking about Gundams?
No.
We want to talk about Gundams. If y'all want to Gundams,
no, we're talking about mech hip fucking. What do you mean, bro?
No,
we're talking about Terminators and Terminators.
Mech hips is hilarious.
Mech hips.
You can continue, Nico Williams. Don't worry about them.
I don't know what to do. Is it FBI versus Wing Zero or what?
Is whatever you talking about for your spiel.
Wing Zero
that doesn't include fucking with metal hips, please.
Yo, shout out to all the people with metal hips out there.
Gundanium alloy is very
Gundanium alloy hips.
That's it for me. I'm good.
I can't.
Go ahead.
No, man.
That shit's made out of fucking the shit they use it now.
Explicitly, by the way. Explicitly.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think this is where Jamie is banging somebody on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
No, yo, this is a donkey show. What are you talking about? You can't tell from the sound.
Shout out to he was getting it in. Had to read. Had to showcase what we're going through with the burn nose. Shout out to but let's get into it. Yo, you tripping, dog. You gotta learn how to use the. You got how you got a team?
Is he tripping? He got to the fucking bag, yo.
Yo, listen. He said according to he lost his biggest interview ever, and he lost a couple 7-figure deals. He did get row back though. They're like 6 figures though. He got the row deal, the pills to make up for some money. He got a show that did ridiculous amount of numbers.
Oh yeah,
so if it was an accident, he tried to pull it back quick. Him and they came with a plan and said, "Hey, listen, if I did lose $7 million, I got me a pill sponsor in like a few hours, and and I got the money from the YouTube. So let's see what happened with that. But he also told us in the interview, I just want to go over his side because people ain't getting upside. He said he was 25 minutes in. He been roaring for 25 minutes.
25 minutes?
25 minutes. He said this ain't no YouTube short. Told me it wasn't no YouTube short, dog. That was said. Said it's not a YouTube short. He a marathon.
He said you gotta have some attention span for that shit, huh? Crazy.
He said he ain't here. He ain't no YouTube short out here, dog. He a marathon runner. 25 whole minutes. He was off the road, he said. That what told us now. He said he was off the road.
He said
Michelle.
Hey.
He said you my Michelle. Oh, he said you my Michelle. Talking through it, Talking through it. Show these
I've heard that so many times now. It's so crazy.
They don't know what love is. They just go out there and start trying to make the wall break down. No, show them how to make love. You growl at her. Y'all growl at each other.
You know what I'm saying? No, hold on.
No, we got to defend. It been 4 versus 1 on. I'm trying to defend. What? Look at.
I wasn't against him, yo.
Look, Whitney Houston even did it too. Whitney Houston showed us in the movie. She did it back at him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that scene? Shut up.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, this nigga is crazy.
Why Michelle wasn't participating? That's her fault.
Afro, you know this is your fault. He's corrupted, right? You can't blame
him. Nope. This
is all you.
No, I didn't listen. This man, he's his own man, yo.
Nope.
Shout out to the South. That's the dirty South, boy. You can't get that old folk right
yo,
that shit was extra dirty, yo.
That's the nursing home right there. They get the snakes outside. Ain't no, I bet you don't have no snake problem.
Listen, when this shit blows up, just know, when the live happens and y'all hear me going stupid in the background, know the play.
Do niggas
know the fucking play.
Do people still need reassurance during sex that they doing a good job?
And we are not taking this into
I think in certain situations, depending on your partner, yes. Depending on how secure or insecure they are. Because
you like that?
Damn, girl, that shit wet.
Michelle, you like that?
Here, Philip, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm sorry.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. All that you is.
Man, we just trying to drop
that nigga.
I don't know why y'all hate
the clip like us, yo.
We will go to the
he unloaded the clip like
we got one more quick one. One more quick one to get out the way to end this nice wonderful show. For that, I'll move the Afro comedy up because
Lord,
specifically wanted because he has been waiting and claiming and hoping for a specific comic book character to appear in a set of comic book movies for the longest. And in Venom 3, he finally will get his wish because the almighty Null, the symbiote god that he has been hoping for, finally made an appearance in the most recent trailer, which I think this is a horrible thing, and I think this is going to be horrible. Just like people feel about Gore the God Butcher and Thor Love and Thunder, I feel the same way about what Null is probably going to be in this movie. But Afro Comedy, you've been praying, your prayers have been answered by Sony. What make you think of what this is going to do for you?
Look, listen, it has been a years-long, that I've preached the gospel of the King in Black. He who was born from the primordial ooze at the beginning of the universe. Norman Reedus, I think, is an amazing choice. I also thought Christian Bale was an amazing choice for Gore the God Butcher. Is that a little bit foreboding? Possibly. Am I going to be utterly optimistic in the fact that fucking we can get some semblance of an amazing moment from this? Yes, I'm gonna try. I'm tempering my expectations, yo. So if it's good, hallelujah. If it's bad, I still win because I've literally been saying this for like 4 years. I just want to see Nolan live action, and I'm getting it. Whether I like it or not, who knows? But the universe provides how it may.
He has one. Sunkies, do you care about Noel?
No.
I figured.
Yo, fuck her. That's crazy.
I made this podcast. What say you about this use of Noel in
shout out to Noel getting his little debut.
You gotta admit, Norman Reedus fire casting.
Just saying, shout out to King of Black event, one of the weakest Marvel events of all time.
Yo, that's so fucking crazy. Why do that? Why do that?
Just saying, it was. He came and went. He came and went.
Eddie Brock's character arc, yo. Think about the Venom run we got after that, which is still.
I'm here. Listen. I'm here to tell. I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care.
Let me tell you.
He's starting them up.
All I'm gonna say, that's what I'd expect from an old nigga. Continue.
Listen, we're not caring. We're not caring about Noel. He's not gonna do shit. It's just like whatever. Fuck it. Shout out to him though. Shout out to Venom reaches his climactic conclusion.
You don't want to see him flying through space.
I never gave a fuck. It's just like whatever.
But you're the Amazing Spider-Cam though. Like,
but we have Noel in this movie, and it took all the umpteenth Avengers to get fucked over, and the X-Men and all this other stuff, and then for this, and then now you're telling me just solo Venom supposed to. All right, cool, whatever.
Well, whatever happens. Listen, I'm trying not to think about that whole situation.
Listen, whatever happens. Shout out to them, everything they got going on. Shout out to Sony. Shout out to Craven. All that
it's good
shit.
to see Norman Reedus in something that's not zombie adjacent.
Shout out to let Daryl be fucking Ghost Rider, but they won't. So
I don't know. Noel's a slapper role though.
I saw Sony tell Marvel they can't use their villains, but wouldn't Noel be kind of a Marvel villain overall? Yeah. He's an Avenger level threat. He's not like a Venom.
He's fucking Avenger level threat.
I have a question. Is this the last
the whole planet?
Yeah,
yo?
This is the last one.
The last one.
This nigga encircled the whole fucking planet.
Noel shouldn't be a part of this at all. He is far above.
I don't think it is good placement. I'm not gonna act like I do. But am I just happy that I've talked about it for so long and it's happening? Yes.
Yes, you are.
He talked about it for a long. He did.
I've talked about it for a very long time.
Yes, he did.
You probably have 400 videos of this.
Nico
Williams,
warning you before you go see this movie next month of what you're probably going to see, and his excitement. So it's going to be something for you to see, especially.
Let's talk about Sony for a second. Are they having the people that made Spider-Man direct this?
Nope.
The video game, the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 game.
Nope, no Insomniac.
Okay, so that's strike 1 and 2. And then what you're trying to tell me is that after what you did with Carnage and how he's just flying around in a car and how terrible that was, you're going to tell me that we're going to jump straight to the God of all symbiotes?
Yep.
This is going to be a fucking terrible movie, and I'm probably going to walk out of that one. I walk out of Venom 2.
Joe did walk out.
I did walk out when I saw, what's his name? Cassidy? Right?
Joe walking out of the movie.
Yeah.
Is always a choice.
I'll do it.
Shout out Cletus.
Joe
gonna walk out of Joker too. He hates music.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a musical though. I didn't think Joe was gonna be in it for the musicality.
Well, there's a Pharrell movie that's coming out, and I need
think about Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn singing her ass off.
I definitely want to see
with Joaquin Phoenix.
Chad Hugo and his role in Pharrell's life and why they're not friends anymore in regards to Neptunes. So I'll definitely be going to go see the Pharrell.
Are they going to get somebody funny to play Kanye West?
There might be a Lego block in there somewhere.
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
But at the end of the day, I think this movie's going to suck. And
I do.
I'm going to go see it, and I can't wait to watch it, and I can't wait to say Venom. I can't wait to say Venom: The Last Dance was exactly what it's supposed to be. A lackluster film and then we'll go from there.
Why come Sony just don't get the people that do their video game writing to do?
Shout out to Craven. Maybe they can do something cool with Craven.
I saw that trailer. That was trash.
Shut the fuck up. Maybe they can do something with Craven my ass.
I mean, because he can do some standalone cool
Craven
stuff.
My ass is crazy.
But Morbius was so trash.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Because listen, He can't say Morbius was trash when we've got the part where he fucking jumped out and he said it's Morbin time. And then he started morbing all over the fucking place, bro. Come on.
Help.
That sounds so dirty.
It was
Morbin time, and he was morbing all over the place. The fuck
help.
You can't say morbing all over the place and not something dirty.
He was morbing all over the fucking place. What do you mean? It was Morbin time. What else do you do when it's Morbin time besides the morb?
That's how you get vampire AIDS.
No.
Yo, shout out to Vampire AIDS, I guess. That's crazy. Don't be morbing all over the place, folks. Cam, we were just talking about that time. You know when Morbius said it's Morbin time and then he morbed all over the place? You remember that?
No.
And now he's in ICU and having breathing problems.
And on that note, we appreciate you all.
That is the problem. Please don't recklessly morb. Please don't recklessly morb, folks. Don't morb and drive.
This is where we stopped at it. We're not going to worry about it. They are going completely off the rail. So we will let them introduce themselves. First and foremost, a person making sounds. Where can they find you other than there?
You can find me at Keep It 99. I'll be that news everywhere like that. We gonna get it. We gonna kill it. You gonna see a big change, big differences. You already kind of seen
that kill deal inbound.
It's over with. The game is over with. Keep It 99 taking over. Blur taking over. Make It Make Sense. The podcast taking over. Waifu's taking over. It's game over for anybody that's not with us.
Too busy cavorting.
Nico Williams, all right. Where can they find you laid back?
I don't know, man, but Zoloft is like amazing.
Yo, no, we can't have a Zoloft plug at the end. That's fucking
all they know. We have the Zoloft plug. Amazing Spider Cam DeVille, where can they find you?
Hey, Amazing Spider Cam, aka the villain of the Blur Cartel. Follow us on Facebook, the X, the Instagram, the TikTok, all that jazz. Go watch Roundtable, the game show last week where the Roundtable almost lost, but then
but we came in clutch at the end and we won that shit.
They need a round 10 to get all the points. They are insufferable. But listen,
clutch at the end, baby.
But
listen,
we have to keep the game interesting.
But listen, we got new guests this week coming up. They just hit us on IG, said they down. So but I would like to do Family Feud again. That was kind of fun.
Hey, that was
y'all were fucking struggling.
You were garbage
list you kept putting up there. Them screwy freaking lists that don't have on the top 10 PBS
garbage list on purpose.
It's crazy.
PBS and WB saved our lives.
But finally, we do have Miss Sunkiss, aka the Pinky Waifu. How can we help you today?
Hi, Pinky Waifu. If you don't find me under Sunkiss_waifu, it will be Aisha Morgan, spelled like Aisha. That's across all platforms, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, that thing formerly known as Twitter. We will not have a show this Sunday for Waifu Views, but this October, we're going to give y'all a hell of a lot for spooky season. And so y'all can catch us, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And that's what it is.
That pink juice behind you? What's that?
It's the Pinky White. Don't ask questions about the pink juice back there.
Yo, the ambiance.
Don't ask questions about it. And of course, is your boy Maureen Hudson there?
Wait, how come I didn't get an outro?
Because you are crazy right now. We're leaving you be. You're crazy.
Yeah, right side.
I didn't even do nothing.
That's fine. And where can we find the patron saint degenerate?
Of course, you can find me at AfroComedy765 on all platforms. Also, every Wednesday on the Roundtable, at the Blurred Cartel, we just spanking niggas' asses, pulling out clutch victories in the end. Right after that, you can catch me on Keep It 99, casual conversation, talking about all the degeneracy on the internet, as well as Friday Night You're talking about wrestling. You know the vibe. Something inflammatory.
Oh, say the word, Tor.
All the word. But it is your boy Maureen Hudson. And where it says Maureen Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, as it still exists.
Oh my God, just stop.
And just look for this wonderful insignia right here.
No,
just on Facebook and on YouTube. It'll let you know you found the right place. Make sense.
Where's the Threads logo?
We are here.
Got the Thread Negroes. I'm not on
that. Still exists.
Thread logo.
As it exists, you can be found here. I appreciate y'all for joining. Wonderful show. That'll do it. Final words going once, twice. We out.
Hey, follow me on Unico Williams.
UnicoWilliams.com. You can be found.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's on Zoloft. You gotta forgive him.
It took me a second. I'm sorry. I was supposed to tell y'all where I'm at. Unico Williams on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
My bad.
Do you hear me?